So you're me in 30 years.
It's hard staring into your eyes. It's too strange.
And your face looks backwards. Do you know what's gonna happen? You done all this already, as me?
I don't want to talk about time travel.
We both know how this has to go down. So why don't you do what old men do and die?
Why don't you just take your little gun out from between your legs and do it, boy?
I've got to tell you, I think one of the best scenes I've seen in a long time is the scene in the diner with you and Bruce Willis, and you're talking to an older version of yourself, because that's such an incredible concept. If you could sit in a diner and have a conversation with an older version of one of your past characters and just ask them questions to kind of see how things turned out in their life, which character would you like to sit across from?
Probably Hesher.
Nice.
I probably want to talk to him.
Nice.
What
would you want to find out? What were some questions you'd
what
throw?
have you been up to, dude? How are you still alive?
Right.
That's probably what I
How did that work out?
Yeah.
Now, there was a period of time when you were considering, or you really wanted to play both parts, where you wanted to do, you know, Joe and then also...
Early on,
Right.
because Ryan and I are dear old friends, and I was in his first movie, Brick.
Right.
And,
which is an incredible movie, by the way.
Thank you. And he told me about this idea, this time travel story he had in his head, even way back then. So we've been talking about this for years. And early on, I said, well, that'd be cool if I could play both parts. You know,
Right.
I think I'd be really good at that. And he was like, you would be really good at that. But I think it's important that the older character has that thing that only comes with age. And he was so right.
Had you given it some thought? Were there some things that you'd already decided, like, okay, I would do this, I would do that? Had you already kind of started planning it out?
No, it's just so early in the process.
Right.
It wasn't even that. I hadn't even seen the script yet.
Gotcha.
But, you know, Ryan was quite confident, and I completely agree with him, that there's something an older person has that no younger person can have. There's just something you earn with the years.
Right.
And Bruce Willis has that.
In the future, time travel is outlawed, used only in secret by the largest criminal organizations. When they need someone gone and they want to erase any trace of the target ever existing, they use specialized assassins like me, called loopers.
You're a looper?
You know what we do? And the only rule is never let your target escape, even if your target is you.
Now, hypothetically, if, 30 years down the road, if you were gonna have Bruce's part, and there was gonna be a young actor who had to have, the makeup to look like you, what are the aspects about yourself that you think that younger actor would have a hard time mastering? Either the physical aspects or the behavioral tics or anything like that?
That's a funny question. I don't know. Man, I don't know how to answer that question.
I was trying to throw out something that had been asked.
No, and I appreciate it, but I guess I'm not self-aware enough. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know.
As someone who's enjoyed now two of the movies that
I know, right?
that I've put out this year.
The smile is a very unique. I've noticed your smile in movies is a very unique Joseph Gordon-Levitt smile.
Okay, all right.
One of the things that I would say, I feel like I'm like, people don't want to hear my answers, but...
Well, I want to hear your answer. It was a good question.
I mean, you're a everyday guy. I was just telling someone out there before that someone was asking me the other day, like, if you could have a beer with one of the actors you talked to. I was like, I'd like to have a beer with Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I appreciate that,
So it has to be like that kind of everyday quality, but also like the movie star twinkle, which is it's hard to have.
Thank you.
So now my audience is saying, Jake, shut up and start asking more questions. So sorry about that, guys.
This is not a good thing. My boss will be searching for me until he finds me.
Sweep the streets, get on it.
I'm gonna fix this! I'm gonna find him! I'm gonna kill him!
Hunt them down. But every second that passes is bad.
What's he gonna do?
I'm gonna save your life.
My life! Your life!
I know you're not lying when you say you're gonna kill this guy.
Can I get a two-shot the whole time, if that's possible?
Two-shot.
Two-shot. Otherwise, no one believes me. No one believes that I'm here. That I edited myself in.
So hi, could you
Hi.
say your name and
Jake Hamilton, Fox Houston. Awesome. I'm gonna start off really quick. You
Okay.
just made me look so cool. I was
Yeah?
staying with all my buddies, and you came by, and you called me out, came over, gave me a hug, told me I look nice.
You see, you always do look nice, and you're always so nice, and I remember those things.
I appreciate that.
Because when people come in and they're a bit kind of like tense and weird, I don't remember those people.
Really?
You're always very nice.
I appreciate it.
You are.
It's all downhill from there. That's really all I got. Now, if I didn't know any better, if I didn't know you, because we know each other so well, but if I didn't know you, I would think that you just had the American accent. When I say it was the first time I'd ever seen you in a film before, you had the American accent down so well.
Oh, good.
But I feel like it's easier for you to do an American accent than it would be like for an American to do like a British accent.
Why don't you try it right now?
Tell me something to say.
I want you to say, Emily, it's so nice to see you.
Emily, it's so nice to see you. I can't tell.
It's like Dick Van Dyke.
Hey, I love Dick Van Dyke. Spoonful of sugar.
You love him because that's what every American sounds like when they try and do an English accent.
Or that's just what every American assumes, or that's what
That's
we all think that you
what we
sound like.
sound like,
Right.
yeah. Well, I don't know. I feel like a lot of Brits have really messed up American accents sometimes. Well, I can hear it sometimes when Brits are trying to do American. You're like, ooh, that sounds dodgy. And John's like, that is dodgy.
You know
that kind of thing.
What always really bugs me is that, whenever a British guy comes to the States, all the Americans go, oh my God, the British guy's got the British accent. When I've gone to London before, it doesn't work. It doesn't. Why don't girls find American accent sexy?
I don't know. And it's funny because John was saying the same thing, that when he comes to stay with me and my family in London, he says he has a really hard time and that he walks around and people, he's like, hey, can I get a coffee? And people are like, they're like not psyched.
Right.
And I said, do you know why? It's because you're wearing a baseball cap.
I was in line with customs
Because
with him yesterday. He was wearing a
nobody
baseball cap.
in England wears baseball caps.
Really?
Nobody does. I said, you need to get like a different hat and then people will be nice to you. But they know you're American because you're wearing a baseball cap.
Gotcha. Well, I was in line with him yesterday. We shared a nice moment.
Oh,
He
you
and I,
did?
we did. It's nice
Cute.
nice little moment. So I'm like practically part of the family now. Between me and you and me and him, we're like
Come
this.
and have afternoon tea with us.
I just might. They're giving me the wrap. If you come to Houston, I have a very comfortable fold-out
Thank
couch.
you.
You know I love you. It's always such a
to
pleasure.
see you.
Take care. Good
Great
to see you. Hope to see you soon.
Jake.
Take care.
See ya.
Bye, guys.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Obviously, what I loved about your performance is that you were not impersonating Bruce Willis. It was a character study. It was just like any other character. When you were studying him, when you were looking at him, when you were watching him, what was that one thing that you noticed that changed your idea of like, wow, I thought I knew this guy, and now I've watched him enough so that I know this is the case now?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. Well, one thing about Bruce is he's got such a powerful presence on screen. If you didn't think twice about it, you'd assume he was really loud and imposing. He's really not. He's innately so powerful that he doesn't have to prove it to you. So he actually speaks quietly. He's soft-spoken, and you wouldn't think so because, like I said, he's such a powerful guy. But he actually speaks with a quiet voice. He demands that you listen up to hear him.
Interesting. I would not have thought that.
No, and it's true, and I find that, it tends to be, and I bet you could back me up, that the dudes who go around being all macho and imposing, they're not actually the tough guys.
Right.
The guys who could really beat you up don't need to tell you that. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, they're giving me the rap. I could sit and talk to you all day. Good to see you, but hey, it's always an honor, man. Take care. Always good to see you. Congratulations on everything this year, man. You've earned it.